Jehová es mi pastor. Nada me faltará.
So what is there to say about Georgina Bacallao? Well, for all of us, she had different names, I'm sure. For me, it was Abuela. With the kids upstairs, it was Abuela B. But I think no matter what name we gave her, she always had a consistent character to herself. She was always very kind, very welcoming, and she loved Jesus. And she prayed no matter what the issue was. If you lost your keys, well, I was asking Jesus to help. You had issues with your mortgage or your husband or children, grandchildren, she would ask Jesus for help. She was very unique and very special. She lived like someone who knew what was waiting for her, and she believed it, and that was just who she was all the time. I know that there's a letter that Paul gives to the Thessalonians where he talks about how we shouldn't mourn like those that don't have hope. And later on in the passage, he talks about how it's all about when Jesus is coming back, and those that are alive are caught up with him, and those who are asleep are also brought back, and we meet Jesus up in the air. And I know that for Abuela B, I'm sure she's going to be right there front and center. And we will not mourn like those that do not have hope. So I'm sure that wherever she's at right now with Jesus, that she's meeting families and friends that have gone on before, and we'll see her again. And
the thing that I will always remember the most about Abuela was when I first joined the family 20 years ago. She always treated me like a member of the family. She would always tell me that I was her daughter, and I could tell that she loved me, and that I know she was always praying for me. So we will miss her very much, but we look forward to seeing her again someday.
we love you, Abuela B.
En lugares de delicados pactos que hará descansar.
Cada vez que recuerdo a Ña, las recuerdo con alegría, las recuerdo con como esa mujer que me hace orar, que me hace, me inspira a buscar de inspiración, porque me ayuda a meterme con Dios.
Junto a aguas de reposo me pastoreará. Confortará mi alma.
Porque cuando estábamos desesperados en Cuba, en medio de las situaciones que vivíamos y no conocíamos a Dios ni nada, ella llegó con esa palabra fresca del Evangelio.
También quería decir algo antes de finalizar, que cuando yo venía a este país de visita, Ña me acogía con tanto amor, me sentía como en mi casa.
Sí.
Los mejores tiempos que vine, bueno, me dan ganas de llorar también. Los mejores tiempos que viví en este país cuando venía de visita era cuando estaba en su casa, porque nos metíamos con Dios a orar juntas, y fue una madre espiritual. Eso dice mucho de ella.
Bueno, Dios le bendiga.
Me guiará por sendas de justicia por amor a su nombre.
Hey, Abuela, I'm really gonna miss you. I know that you're with Jesus now, and I've just enjoyed the whole time I've known you, and all the things that you would do, all the wonderful ways that you have of being, and going out and picking all the flowers and putting them in vases, and all the fun things that we did, and went to the Ark, and just went out having a great time. So I love you. I'm gonna miss you.
Y aunque ande en valles de sombra de muerte, no temeré mal alguno, porque tú estarás conmigo.
Hola familia. Sorry I couldn't join you during this time of remembering this great woman who has passed on in our family, Abuela Bacallao, great spiritual leader, just great abuela, and someone who I'll always affectionately refer to as Jungle Grandma. And that story came to me somewhat late in Abuela's life when she came to visit us in Michigan. And I believe Abuela was still with us at the time too. And while they were in transit, she went to go get a soda for them. And I guess it wasn't working out with the dollar that she was feeding into the machine, and the lady behind her got so exasperated that she stepped in and put the money in, and once it went in, then 2 sodas came out instead of 1, and the lady, somewhat shocked and dumbfounded, said, I can't believe that's happened. I've never seen this before. And Abuela kind of sidles up to her in a way that she's probably done to many of us, definitely to me. And she kind of half whispers and half speaks, "You're never gonna forget this." The lady then says, "Where are you from?" And Abuela says, "Me? I'm from the jungle." Whether that story happened exactly like that, that's what I remember. And I think it's a great encapsulation of who Abuela was, her resolve, her humor, her resolve that we saw both in her spiritual life and in her regular life, where if she got something stuck in her head, she was going to get it done no matter what. And I think that's a main reason of why many of us in our family are where we are now. And the other reason is for all her prayers. And I always felt her prayers, and when I spoke to her and she would always speak to me about the Lord and that she was praying for me, I knew that she was. And so I know now that she's with him and that she's in a much better place. So I hope that the rest of the memorial goes well. I love you guys, and rest in peace, Abuela.
Tu vara y tu callado me infundirán aliento.
Más podré decir tantas cosas, Señor. Nos llevó al Evangelio, a toda la familia llevó al Evangelio. Siempre estuvo ahí ayudándonos, predicándonos y guiándonos. Cuando nosotros vinimos para aquí, para los Estados Unidos, mi esposo y yo, nos fuimos a vivir a su casa, estuvimos ahí todo el tiempo que nos hizo falta, hasta que nosotros ya cogimos nuestro camino y pudimos hacer todo. Así que estoy muy agradecida del Señor por la vida que ella ha tenido conmigo, con nosotros, y que creemos y sabemos que ella está con el Señor y con el Señor Jesús.
My favorite memory of Abuela was when I lived with her and I started baking a lot. And any time I had something with chocolate, sure enough, she would come over and want to be my taste tester. And I'd say, "Abuela, this is for so-and-so and such for this and that." And she would throw a little fit of, "Y yo qué? And for me, what? What do I get?" So I'd say, "Okay, you can have a little taste." And before I knew it, half the pan was gone. So I'm pretty sure I got my sweet tooth from her. I know that we will always remember Abuela B. And we will always be grateful for the prayers that she prayed on our behalf. We love you and miss you.
Aderezarás mesa delante de mis angustiadores. En la casa de Jehová moraré por largos días. Gracias, mi Señor.
Okay.